Hello everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today's Tribute USA. We're so glad to have you here with us today. In this video, we're honoring the incredible legends who have recently left us. These remarkable individuals touched so many lives, and their legacies will live on forever. Before we begin, please support our channel by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss our future tributes. Your support truly means a lot to us. Now, let's come together to celebrate and remember these unforgettable icons. Let's get started.
The world of Southern music has lost one of its most beloved and enduring voices, a man whose sound echoed through decades of American music history. Tommy Mclain, the legendary American musician, passed away at the age of 80. Known for his contributions to country, rock, and R&B, Mclain's unique blend of heartfelt storytelling and soulful melodies made him a true icon of Southern music. His music was timeless, and his influence extends far beyond his era, continuing to inspire musicians and fans alike. Born in Pottsville, Louisiana, in 1945, Tommy Mclain began his musical journey in the 1950s. His early days were shaped by the rich musical culture of the American South, where blues, rock, and country converged to create a sound that would shape his future. Mclain's talent quickly became apparent, and in the late 1950s, he joined the popular bands, the Veltones and the Boogie Kings. While working with Clint West and other members of the Veltones, Mclain's voice began to catch the attention of both audiences and record producers. It was with these early bands that he honed his craft, blending rockabilly, blues, and country influences into a distinctive style that was both grounded in tradition and ahead of its time. During this period, Mclain also had the opportunity to perform on Dick Clark's Caravan of Stars in the 1960s, sharing the stage with some of the most influential artists of the era. Despite these early accomplishments, it was Mclain's breakthrough hit that would define his legacy. In 1966, Mclain released the song Sweet Dreams, a classic track that would go on to become his greatest success. The song, with its soulful melody and haunting lyrics, became a staple of the 1960s rock and country scene. It reached No. 15 on the US Billboard Hot 100, No. 7 in Canada, and even climbed to No. 49 on the UK singles chart. Sweet Dreams is still regarded as one of the finest examples of Southern pop and country music, showcasing Mclain's ability to connect with listeners on a deeply emotional level. Mclain's music, particularly the success of Sweet Dreams, helped him carve out a space in the music world that bridged multiple genres. His ability to merge country, soul, and rock elements into one cohesive sound made him a unique and influential artist. He wasn't just a performer, he was a storyteller, capturing the essence of the Southern experience through his music. But Mclain's contributions didn't end with just one hit. He continued to perform and record throughout the years, earning recognition as one of the most versatile and soulful artists of his time. He also worked as a DJ at Louisiana's Cray radio station, where his love for music and his ability to connect with listeners shone through in every broadcast. Despite never reaching the commercial success of some of his contemporaries, Tommy Mclain's influence on the Southern music scene is undeniable. His voice, marked by its depth and emotion, became synonymous with the sounds of Louisiana and the broader Gulf Coast region. He helped define the rich, soulful sound of Southern rock, and his contributions to the genre are still celebrated by music lovers across the world. Mclain's single quotes as music resonates because of its authenticity. His songs reflected the trials, joys, and complexities of life in the South. They are heartfelt and honest, capturing the essence of a region known for its cultural richness and musical innovation. Tommy Mclain's music was not just a soundtrack to a generation. It was a window into a way of life, a reflection of the heart and soul of the American South. Rest in peace, Tommy Mclain. Your voice, your music, and your legacy will forever live on in the hearts of those who have been touched by your songs. You may have left us, but the soul of Southern rock and country music will always carry your influence. Thank you for the timeless songs, the unforgettable performances, and the enduring impact you've left on the world of music. Forever, the voice of Southern soul. Forever a musical legend. The world of professional wrestling has lost its most iconic and larger-than-life figure. Terry Gene Bollea, better known to millions around the world as Hulk Hogan, passed away on July 24, 2025, at the age of 71. Known for his massive physique, signature blonde horseshoe mustache, and iconic bandanas, Hulk Hogan became more than just a wrestling star. He became a global phenomenon, a symbol of strength, resilience, and showmanship in a world where athleticism met spectacle. Born on August 11, 1953, in Augusta, Georgia, Terry Bollea's journey into the world of professional wrestling began with a love for sports and physicality. Hogan initially pursued a career in bodybuilding, training alongside fellow bodybuilder and future governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. His dedication to building an imposing physique was just the beginning, and by the late 1970s, Hogan transitioned into the world of professional wrestling, where he would become an absolute legend. Hulk Hogan's career truly skyrocketed when he joined the World Wrestling Federation WWF, now WWE, in the 1980s. With his larger-than-life personality, catchphrases like "what you're gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you," and his ability to engage the audience like no other, Hogan quickly became the face of the organization and the most recognized wrestling star on the planet. His energy, charisma, and larger-than-life persona made him a household name, and the world of wrestling was never the same again. In the ring, Hogan was unstoppable. His signature moves, including the leg drop and his infamous Hulkamania persona, electrified audiences. His legendary match against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 in 1987 remains one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history, where he body-slammed the 500-pound Andre before a crowd of over 93,000 fans. The moment solidified Hogan as the undisputed champion of professional wrestling, and it became a defining moment of his career. Throughout his time with the WWF, Hogan became not just a wrestler, but a cultural icon, bridging the worlds of sports, entertainment, and popular culture. He was featured in movies such as Rocky III and television shows, including his own reality series, Hogan Knows Best. His reach went far beyond the wrestling ring, influencing films, commercials, and even music videos. Hogan was one of the first to demonstrate that a professional wrestler could transcend the sport itself and become a global superstar. In 1984, Hogan made a bold move when he switched allegiances to join World Championship Wrestling, WCW, where he would play a key role in the creation of the New World Order, NWO. His heel turn and transformation into the villainous persona of Hollywood Hogan shocked the wrestling world, but it helped WCW compete with WWF's dominance and pushed wrestling into a new era. The rivalry between WWF and WCW during the Monday Night Wars would go on to shape the future of professional wrestling, and Hogan's role in that was undeniable. Despite his larger-than-life character, Hogan faced challenges and controversies in his personal life, but his resilience and love for the sport kept him in the public eye. He continued to wrestle for several decades, earning championships and accolades while becoming a mentor and leader for younger generations of wrestlers. His impact on the wrestling community cannot be overstated. Hogan was a pioneer, a trailblazer, and a champion, both inside and outside the ring. But more than just a wrestler, Hulk Hogan was a symbol of empowerment, hope, and never giving up. He inspired millions with his messages of positivity, strength, and perseverance, becoming a role model for fans of all ages. Hogan's legacy is marked not only by his achievements in the ring, but by the profound influence he had on the sport of professional wrestling and on global popular culture. Rest in peace. Hulk Hogan, you were more than just a wrestling champion. You were a cultural icon who will forever be remembered for your charisma, your larger-than-life personality, and your undeniable impact on the world. Your Hulkamania will live on in the hearts of millions, and your legacy in the world of professional wrestling is unmatched. Thank you for the memories, the matches, and the incredible moments that will continue to inspire fans and athletes alike for generations to come. Forever, the immortal Hulk Hogan. The world of music, theater, and political thought has lost a visionary, a man whose artistry transcended genres and whose voice echoed through both the cultural and political landscape of the Arab world. Zad Robini, the renowned Lebanese composer, pianist, playwright, and political commentator, passed away on July 26, 2025, at the age of 69. With his unparalleled talent and bold opinions, Robini became one of the most influential and groundbreaking figures in the history of modern Arabic music and theater. His legacy, rooted in his unique fusion of jazz, classical, and traditional Arabic music, will continue to inspire future generations of artists, thinkers, and activists alike. Born on January 1, 1956. In Beirut, Ziyad was the son of two of Lebanon's most iconic figures, Fairuz, one of the Arab world's most beloved and respected singers, and A.C. Robini, the co-founder of the Robini brothers and a towering figure in the development of modern Arabic music. Growing up in such a legendary family, Ziyad was immersed in the world of music and culture from a young age. His parents' influence was undeniable. Yet, it was his own distinct voice that would make him an artist unlike any other in the Arab world. Ziyad Robini's music was deeply rooted in the Arab tradition, yet he continually pushed the boundaries of genre, merging Western influences such as jazz and classical music with Arabic melodies and rhythms. His compositions often reflected the political and social struggles of Lebanon and the wider Arab world, blending music and thought in a way that made him not only a composer and musician but also a social commentator. Through his work, Ziyad became an outspoken voice on Lebanese politics, regional conflicts, and the intersection of culture and identity in the modern Arab world. As a composer, Ziyad Robini created a number of iconic works that reshaped the landscape of Arabic music. His compositions for Fairuz, his mother, became part of the fabric of Arab culture. Songs such as Beb Bik Ya Lebanon and Zarat showcased not only his musical genius but also his ability to capture the heart of Lebanon's national spirit. Ziyad's music was not just about melody, it was about storytelling, about conveying the complexity of the human experience through sound. In addition to his work with his mother, Zad Robini's contributions to theater were equally profound. His musical plays, such as Bint al-Shalabiyah and Ida Ashar, became iconic in the Arab theater scene, offering a unique mix of comedy, drama, and social commentary. His work addressed pressing issues such as social inequality, gender dynamics, and the contradictions of modern life in Lebanon, all while maintaining a sense of humor and irony. Ziyad's plays resonated with audiences across the Arab world, making him a force not only in music but also in theater and political thought. Zad Robini was also known for his candid political commentary. His thoughts on the political landscape of Lebanon and the broader Middle East were often controversial but never lacking in depth or insight. He wasn't afraid to use his artistry as a platform to challenge the status quo, addressing the flaws of both the political establishment and social norms. His work reflected the tumultuous history of Lebanon, shaped by civil war, political upheaval, and the ongoing struggles for identity and autonomy. Robini's work was also pivotal in shaping contemporary Arabic music. He brought a fresh perspective to the genre, experimenting with synthesizers, electronic effects, and Western classical arrangements to create a distinctive sound. His piano and musical arrangements were unlike any other in the Arab world, bridging East and West in ways that had never been attempted before. This genre-defying approach made Zad Robini a pioneering figure, and his influence can still be felt in the music of contemporary Arab musicians. Throughout his career, Zad Robini was a visionary who pushed artistic boundaries while using his platform to critique the political landscape of Lebanon and the Arab world. His music and theater were about more than just entertainment, they were about provoking thought, inspiring change, and challenging oppressive systems. His songs and plays were a form of resistance and reflection, offering the Arab world a mirror to look into itself, to reflect on its triumphs, its flaws, and its future. Rest in peace, Zad Robini. Your legacy as a composer, pianist, playwright, and political commentator will continue to inspire generations. You showed the world the power of music and art, not just to entertain, but to provoke, to question, and to lead. Your voice, both as an artist and a political thinker, will forever echo in the cultural and political landscape of Lebanon and the Arab world. Forever the voice of resistance. Forever the genius of Arab music and theater. The world of music has lost a true master of jazz, a musician whose unique sound resonated across generations and genres. Chuck Mangione, the celebrated American flugelhorn player, trumpeter, and composer, passed away on July 22, 2025, at the age of 84. From his early days in the jazz world to his rise as an international sensation, Mangione's music touched the hearts of millions and left an indelible mark on the landscape of jazz pop and smooth jazz. Born on November 29, 1940, in Rochester, New York, Charles Frank Mangione's musical journey began at a young age. His love for music, particularly jazz, was instilled in him early on, and he pursued formal training at the Eastman School of Music, where his talent as both a flugelhorn player and trumpeter began to shine. By the early 1960s, Mangone had already become a sought-after musician, joining Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers, one of the most influential jazz ensembles of the time. This experience in Blakey's band not only helped hone his craft but also provided him with the opportunity to perform alongside jazz legends, which would shape his future musical direction. As a member of Art Blakey's band, Mangone came to prominence as a young trumpeter, showing his ability to blend into Blakey's hardbop style while also bringing his own melodic voice to the mix. But it was his ability to create his own distinct sound that truly set him apart in the jazz world. In the 1970s, Mangone took a bold step forward in his career, co-leading the Jazz Brothers with his sibling Gap Mangone. This partnership showcased the brothers' shared musical vision and helped elevate their careers in the burgeoning jazz fusion movement. But it wasn't until the release of Feels So Good in 1977 that Chuck Mangone became a household name. The track, a smooth jazz and jazz pop crossover, became an international hit and remains one of his most iconic compositions, with its catchy melody, laid-back vibe, and Mangone's distinctive flugelhorn playing. Feels So Good introduced a new generation of listeners to the world of jazz, blending smooth, accessible melodies with the technical skill of jazz instrumentation. The success of Feels So Good was just the beginning for Chuck Mangone. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, he continued to chart success with albums like Land of Make-Believe and Chase the Clouds Away. His fusion of jazz, pop, and rock elements created a sound that resonated with a wide audience. His ability to bridge the gap between jazz tradition and contemporary sound allowed him to reach listeners who might not have otherwise ventured into the world of jazz music. Mjon's virtuosity as a flugelhorn player was a hallmark of his music. His ability to craft rich emotive melodies on the flugelhorn made him a standout in both the jazz and pop worlds. His sound was smooth and warm, yet capable of carrying the emotional depth of his compositions, which ranged from romantic ballads to upbeat anthems. In addition to his work as a performer, Mjon was also a talented composer and arranger. His compositions were rich in melody and harmony, with a deep understanding of musical form. His innovative approach to jazz and his exploration of various musical styles led him to become an influential figure in the music world. Beyond his professional success, Mjon was also known for his dedication to music education. Throughout his career, he was an advocate for young musicians and often took time to mentor up-and-coming artists. His passion for sharing his knowledge and experience helped foster the next generation of jazz musicians, ensuring his legacy would continue through the music of those he influenced. Mjon's impact on the world of music is immeasurable. He was a pioneer of the smooth jazz movement, blending accessible pop melodies with the rich tradition of jazz improvisation. His iconic compositions, particularly Feel So Good, remain staples of jazz and pop playlists to this day, and his innovative sound continues to inspire musicians across genres. Rest in peace, Mjon. Your music was more than just sound, it was an expression of emotion, a journey that resonated with millions. Your influence on jazz, pop, and smooth jazz will live on for generations to come. From your beautiful flugelhorn melodies to your timeless compositions, your legacy is one of artistry, passion, and the pure joy of music. Forever, the voice of smooth jazz. Forever, a musical legend. The music world has lost one of its most innovative and influential talents. Jan Kimmans, the legendary Dutch guitarist and vocalist, passed away on July 22, 2025. At the age of 77, known as a founding member of the iconic Dutch rock band Golden Earring, Kimmans' impact on the music scene, both in his home country and internationally, remains profound. With his innovative guitar work and unique voice, Kimmans was an integral part of a band that would go on to shape the sound of rock for decades. Born on March 11, 1948, in The Hague, Netherlands, Jan Kimmans' musical journey began at a young age. His passion for music, particularly the electric guitar, would soon lead him to become a master of his craft. It wasn't long before he co-founded Golden Earring in 1961, a group that would go on to become one of the most successful and beloved bands in Dutch rock history. Together with his bandmates, Kimmans helped create a distinctive sound that blended rock, blues, and psychedelia, capturing the attention of fans around the world. One of Kimmans' most iconic contributions to the band was his role as the primary songwriter and guitarist. His guitar playing, characterized by melodic solos and powerful riffs, became the foundation of many of Golden Earring's biggest hits. But it was his songwriting that elevated the band's music to legendary status, with tracks that resonated deeply with listeners. Perhaps the band's most famous track, and one of the greatest testaments to Kimmans' songwriting talent, is the epic Twilight Zone. Released in 1982, this track became Golden Earring's biggest international hit, reaching the top 10 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and claiming the No. 1 spot on the Billboard Top Album Tracks chart. With its infectious riff, thought-provoking lyrics, and cinematic feel, Twilight Zone remains one of the most iconic rock songs of the 1980s. The song's success helped introduce Golden Earring to a global audience and solidified Kimmans' place in the pantheon of great rock musicians. Kimmans' work with Golden Earring wasn't limited to Twilight Zone. The band produced a number of classic albums, including Mlan 1973, which featured tracks like Radar Love, a song that became a staple of classic rock radio and is considered one of the best driving songs ever written. Kimmans' distinctive guitar work and deep understanding of the dynamics of rock music were key to the success of these albums, helping Golden Earring earn a reputation as one of the most powerful and dynamic bands of their time. Throughout the band's long and successful career, Jan Kimmans remained the cornerstone of Golden Earring's sound, consistently pushing boundaries and helping evolve the band's music while remaining true to their roots. He was instrumental in the band's ability to adapt to changing musical trends while maintaining their signature style, a blend of rock, blues, and progressive elements. As a live performer, Kimmans was known for his energetic stage presence and virtuosity on the guitar, captivating audiences around the world with his passion and intensity. Whether playing in intimate venues or massive arenas, his guitar solos resonated with audiences, and his voice, both raw and soulful, connected with listeners in a way that few could replicate. Kimmans' legacy extends far beyond his role in Golden Earring. His influence on Dutch rock music cannot be overstated. He helped pave the way for future generations of musicians, both in the Netherlands and abroad, and his work continues to inspire countless artists in the rock and blues genres. Rest in peace, Jan Kimmans. Your music was not just notes and melodies, it was an expression of soul, passion, and creativity. You will forever be remembered as the creative force behind some of the most powerful rock anthems of our time. Your contributions to Golden Earring and rock music as a whole are timeless. And your music will continue to resonate with fans for generations to come. Forever a legend, forever a pioneer of rock. The world of music has lost one of its most extraordinary and versatile voices, Dame Cleo Laine, the legendary English singer and actress. Passed away on July 24, 2025, at the age of 97, known for her unparalleled scat singing, unique vocal range, and remarkable ability to blend jazz, pop, and classical influences. Laine's legacy as a pioneering artist is etched in the history of music. Throughout her remarkable career, she captivated audiences worldwide with her voice, her artistry, and her dedication to the craft. Born Clementine Dinah Hitching on October 28, 1927. In Slough, England, Cleo Laine's journey into the world of music began with a love for jazz and the sound of the big bands. Her early exposure to music was shaped by the vibrant post-war era in which she grew up, where she was introduced to the pioneering jazz artists of the time. Laine's passion for the genre would come to define her career, as she became known for her innovative approach to scat singing, a style of vocal improvisation that became one of her defining features. Laine's rise to prominence came in the 1950s and 1960s, when she became one of the most recognized jazz vocalists in the United Kingdom. Her stunning vocal range, which spanned several octaves, and her distinctive ability to blend classical techniques with jazz rhythms, set her apart from her contemporaries. She was soon making a name for herself not only as a jazz singer but also as an actress, showcasing her versatility across multiple genres. But it was her scat singing, the ability to create rhythmic and melodic sounds using the voice in an improvisational style, that elevated her to the highest echelons of jazz music. Laine's scat performances were mesmerizing, showcasing her extraordinary vocal technique and musicality. She had the rare ability to use her voice as an instrument, creating rich, textured melodies and rhythms that thrilled audiences. Whether performing in intimate jazz clubs or grand concert halls, Cleo Laine's ability to connect with her listeners through her voice was unmatched. In addition to her music career, Cleo Laine's personal life was equally intertwined with the world of jazz. She was married to Sir John Dankworth, a celebrated jazz composer and musician. Together, the couple became one of the most influential musical partnerships in the jazz world, both contributing to each other's musical legacies. Cleo and John worked together on numerous projects, including collaborations with the Dankworth Orchestra, and they raised two children: Alec Dankworth, a renowned bassist, and Jackie Dankworth, a talented singer who themselves would go on to have illustrious careers in music. As a mother, wife, and artist, Cleo Laine's life was a reflection of her passion for music and her commitment to nurturing the next generation of musicians. Her influence extended far beyond her own career. She was a mentor, encouraging countless artists and jazz enthusiasts to explore the possibilities of vocal improvisation, jazz fusion, and the art of live performance. Throughout her career, Cleo Laine earned numerous accolades for her contribution to music. She was made a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire (DBE) in 1997, recognizing her immense impact on music and culture. Her ability to fuse genres from jazz and blues to classical and musical theater made her one of the most versatile and respected artists of her time. Her albums, including Cleo Laine Sings Broadway, Cleo Laine and John Dankworth, and The Best of Cleo Laine, are treasured by fans and musicians alike as masterpieces of vocal artistry. Cleo Laine's legacy is one of artistry, elegance, and musical excellence. She opened doors for women in jazz, proving that a powerful, unique voice could not only stand out in a male-dominated genre but could redefine it. Her performances were marked by a rare combination of sophistication and spontaneity, making her a true jazz virtuoso and one of the most cherished voices of her generation. Rest in peace, Dame Cleo Laine. Your voice was not just a sound, it was an expression of emotion, freedom, and creativity. Your contributions to jazz, theater, and the arts have left an indelible mark on music. The legacy of your voice will continue to inspire generations of musicians and fans, ensuring that your music lives on forever. Forever the Queen of Scat, forever the epitome of jazz excellence. The world of television and film has lost a cherished talent, a man whose contributions to the industry brought authenticity, sincerity, and depth to every role he played. Kenneth Washington, the celebrated American television and film actor, passed away on July 18, 2025, at the age of 88. Known for his remarkable ability to embody strong, yet relatable characters, Washington will be remembered for his iconic roles in two of the most beloved television shows of the 1960s and 1970s. Born on October 19, 1936, in Los Angeles, California, Kenneth's journey into the world of entertainment began with a love for performance. Like many of his generation, he was drawn to the stage and screen from an early age. His dedication and talent led him to study the craft, and soon he found himself with a career in front of the camera. Little did the world know that Kenneth Washington would go on to leave an indelible mark on television history. One of Kenneth's most memorable roles came in 1971, when he joined the cast of the beloved Hogan's Heroes during its final season. As Sergeant Richard Baker, Washington brought a sense of integrity and dignity to the character, contributing to the show's enduring popularity. His role as a member of the Allied forces on the show's comedic backdrop of World War II brought both charm and strength to the ensemble cast, earning him the respect and admiration of both viewers and colleagues. But it wasn't just Hogan's Heroes where Kenneth Washington made his mark. In 1968, he took on the role of Officer Miller on the groundbreaking police procedural Adam 12. The show, which was among the first to portray police work in a realistic light, featured Washington as a steady and grounded officer, a role that showcased his versatility and the depth he brought to every part he played. His portrayal of Officer Miller allowed him to connect with audiences by portraying a man of integrity, dealing with both the challenges of his profession and his personal life in a relatable way. Beyond these iconic roles, Kenneth Washington's acting career spanned various genres, from television dramas to films. He appeared in numerous guest spots on popular series of the time, including The Mod Squad, Gunsmoke, and The Outer Limits, demonstrating his range and his ability to adapt to the needs of different storylines and characters. His performances were marked by a quiet strength, a sense of reliability, and an ability to make even minor roles feel significant. Kenneth Washington was also known for his professionalism and the respect he earned from his colleagues. He was a man who, whether in front of the camera or behind the scenes, conducted himself with dignity and humility. Throughout his career, he was not only admired for his acting talent but also for his integrity and his role as a mentor to younger actors. In addition to his acting career, Kenneth Washington had a deep connection to the arts and his community, using his platform to promote causes close to his heart. His contributions were not only in the realm of entertainment but also in advocating for positive change in the world, particularly in racial representation in media. He helped pave the way for greater diversity on television, becoming a trailblazer for other African American actors in Hollywood. Kenneth Washington's legacy extends beyond just the characters he portrayed. He leaves behind a body of work that shaped the landscape of television and film. His roles in Hogan's Heroes and Adam have immortalized him in the hearts of fans who grew up watching his portrayals of everyday heroes. Rest in peace, Kenneth Washington. Your characters may have been fictional, but the impact you made on the world was real. You brought dignity, strength, and heart to every role, and your contributions to television and film will never be forgotten. Your legacy lives on through the work you did, the characters you portrayed, and the inspiration you gave to future generations of actors. Forever a man of integrity, forever a legend in television. The world of professional football has lost a remarkable athlete, a player whose determination and resilience made him an inspiration both on and off the field. Brian Allen Braymond, the former NFL linebacker, passed away on July 16, 2025, at the age of 38. Known for his hard work, relentless energy, and incredible journey from an undrafted free agent to a 7-season career in the National Football League (NFL), Braymond will always be remembered as a testament to the power of perseverance and passion in the world of professional sports. Born on May 4, 1987, in Tucson, Arizona, Brian Braymond's path to the NFL was far from conventional. While many athletes find success through highly ranked colleges and scouting programs, Braymond's journey was defined by his underdog story. He played college football at multiple institutions, including Idaho, Long Beach City College, LBC-SA, and West Texas A&M, each time proving his skills and tenacity to a world that hadn't quite recognized his potential yet. While his college journey took him to different schools, it was his remarkable physicality and work ethic that stood out. Braymond's athleticism and ability to play the game with fierce determination caught the attention of scouts, despite his lack of a prominent collegiate football pedigree. Undrafted but undeterred, Braymond was signed by the Houston Texans in 2011 as a free agent, an achievement that reflected his relentless desire to reach the highest level of competition. Once in the NFL, Braymond quickly made a name for himself. His skills as a linebacker, combined with his special teams contributions, turned him into a valuable asset for the Texans and other teams he played for during his career. He was known for his speed, toughness, and explosiveness, attributes that made him a consistent threat on the field. Whether it was rushing the passer, covering the field in coverage, or making pivotal tackles, Braymond gave everything he had in every game. Despite the challenges and setbacks faced by undrafted players, Brian's determination never wavered. His work ethic, professionalism, and drive to succeed became an inspiration to many, especially fellow undrafted players hoping to make their mark in the NFL. Braymond's story demonstrated that success in the NFL wasn't just for the highly talented prospects. It was for anyone willing to put in the work, stay focused, and never give up. Throughout his 7-season NFL career, Braymond played for several teams, including the Houston Texans, Philadelphia Eagles, and New Orleans Saints. Though he spent much of his time contributing to special teams, his leadership and passion for the game were vital to every team he played for. His teammates recognized his commitment and his unrelenting drive to be the best, both as a player and as a leader in the locker room. Off the field, Brian Braymond was known for his humble, grounded approach to life. Despite his success on the gridiron, he remained true to his roots, always giving back to his community and inspiring others through his journey. He was not just a talented football player, but also a role model who demonstrated that greatness came not just from skill but from heart, hard work, and integrity. As his NFL career came to an end, Braymond's legacy continued to impact the sport. He proved that success wasn't just about being drafted in the first round or having a spotlight career. It was about being resilient, working harder than anyone else, and overcoming every obstacle in your path. Rest in peace, Brian Braymond. Your story of perseverance, determination, and heart will continue to inspire athletes and fans alike. You are the embodiment of what it means to work for your dreams, and your impact on the game of football will never be forgotten. Though your time in the NFL may have been shorter than some, your legacy will endure for as long as the sport continues. To inspire. Forever an underdog, forever a champion.